Welcome to the Two Tone Zone, folks. My name is Mr. Two Tone, along with my co-host D Weez. D Weez, say what up to Titan Nation, bro.
Hey, what it do? Let's go. Tighten
Hey,
up. You
tighten
know,
all the way up. Tighten
every
all the way up.
week, every week, every day, it's tighten up. There's no other way, bro.
Right.
I can't see it. I really can't see it no other way. Like I really can't.
We figured we go live again. We liked what happened for the first episode. We went live on Sunday, so we decided to rock with it again. So for those of you that viewed, thank you so much. For those that you subscribed, thank you for that subscription. Right now, we're at 80 subscribers right now, so we're gonna celebrate that small victory and keep moving forward,
Man,
like our Tennessee Titans
man,
have to do.
it's a blessing. That's a blessing,
Celebrate
man.
every victory.
You don't gotta like us, man. You know, it's a blessing, man. You ain't gotta subscribe, but we appreciate all the love, man. You ain't gotta do that, but hey, it's all love.
Absolutely,
It's all love, man. It's
it'd
all
be
love.
nice.
It's all love, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, it is all love,
If you
man. So
like,
hey,
hey,
let's
if you
let
hold on, if you like us, you don't like us, doesn't matter. It's hey, if you tuned in, whatever you're doing, man, we appreciate it, man. I appreciate. Hey, big ups, man. We appreciate it.
Hey, D Weez said it first, y'all. D Weez said it first, man. So hey, let's dive in, man. Let's dive into it, man. We got some roster moves, man. We got some injury updates and things of that nature. So let's go ahead and start the show off with an injury update.
Yep.
It looks like Brett Kern is still hurt with that wrist injury, so we're gonna probably miss him for a few more weeks. And speaking of the punting situation, looks like we released Ryan Allen earlier in the week.
Man, my boy, man. Hey, man. Nothing but good things for him, man. Hopefully, he gets picked up by another team. If he doesn't,
Absolutely.
hey, man, that man was what they say he was working. What, FedEx? That's what they said he was doing.
Yeah, yeah, Trevor Daniel, man, Trevor Daniel. That's who we're rocking with for week 11. We're gonna stick with him
man.
at the punter position. So
yeah, man.
But yeah, hey, man, one of our Titan greats, man, Craig Henrich, he stepped in, chimed in a little bit, and he was like, "Hey, man, Ryan Allen, he had a good game for us when he did punt for us, and which he did. We all saw that. But he also has faith in Trevor Daniel's leg. He said the guy's got a strong leg, and we shouldn't judge him off of one mistake. It was a block punt, so we do got to take that into consideration.
Everybody needs a second chance, man. Everybody deserves a second chance.
Absolutely.
You know that everybody needs a second chance, man. You know what I mean? Hey, I've been blessed to have my second chances. I know you probably had your second.
Hey, man, I've had four chances, man. God is good.
we're not asking for 9 count lives, but hey, man, them second chances. Everybody deserves a second chance, man. Come on now, let's go.
Right.
Let's go.
Good, man. So yeah, man. It looks like for today's Wednesday practice, we had quite a few guys that didn't practice today, man. You want me to just name them off?
Name them off. Let's go. Name them off. We on the show. Let's go. Name them off.
So it looks like we had Murchison. He sat out today with a rib injury. Sappho sat out with his ankle injury. They activated Sonorise Perry. They activated him this week too, so we might see him play this weekend. We'll see.
He's gonna play.
You think so?
Oh, bro, hey, it's go time. Hey, once you get that, once they sign you, it's like, now you're, let's go.
Right.
Let's go.
Yep. So Michael Pruitt's still out. He's still out with that knee injury.
Okay.
Clowney didn't practice today with a knee. Corey Davis didn't practice for non-injury related reasons, but losing his brother last week, I'm sure that has something to do with it. Doing some grieving with the fam.
Man. Hey, shout out to that boy, man. Hey, like we said, man, he came up and he still was doing his thing, and he still, he still participated. But hey, man, you got personal reasons, man. Take your time, bro. Take your time. No rush, man. Take your time, man.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, especially now in this day, man. Take your time. Just take your time. Take your time.
Yep. Humphreys is still out with that concussion, and
take your time. Hey, my boy Humphreys, take your time, Humphreys. Hey, bro, let that head get right, bro. You do not need any more pressure.
Right.
No more. What do we say? Pressure.
No more pressure, Holmes.
No more pressure. More pressure, bro.
Remember, I'm not trying to crack jokes or whatever, man, but they had to take up. They took off that man's face mask. He really got clunked, man, big time.
It's a gladiator game.
Hey, did Bates get fined for that? I need to look into that. Did he get fined for that hit?
Oh, they might have gave him a pass.
We need to look into that.
I'm only up to date with the Titans fines, because I'm over here doing taxes. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know what I mean? We're gonna charge the NFL them taxes. We need that 1099 NFL for them. We pay them taxes to you, man. We need that back. We need that back. You know what I mean?
Right. So we may or may not have a Adam Humphrey sighting this weekend. Jackson, he didn't. Adoree Jackson did not practice today. Chris Jackson didn't practice because of an illness, and Ben Jones sat out because of an knee injury, which could be. Maybe we'll just keep an eye on that. Hopefully, it's not anything serious. And then Dennis Kelly didn't practice today either for a knee related injury as well. So we'll just keep our eyes open for that, man, and just hope that these guys are just resting and healing. You know what I mean?
Hey, the rehabilitation process. All blessings. Hey, take your time, get right. You know when we really need you, that's when we're gonna need you. It's your time when it's your time.
Right.
Let's go.
And then, hey, man, on a brighter note, man, Mr. Derrick Henry is 54 yards away from breaking that 1,000 yards, man, for getting that thou wow for the first play.
Hey, what's up with that thou wow, bro?
Hey, hopefully he can make it happen, man. The last time we played against the Ravens, he had 195 yards. He didn't score any touchdowns, but hey, he had a big running game for us that game. He threw a touchdown pass, though. Do you remember that? He threw a touchdown pass.
The little jumper right there at the goal line
over the top. Absolutely.
The little pump fake run, little jumper over the top. You know what I mean? Hey, man. Hey, what you said? 54 yards? He's at 946, right?
Yep. So yeah. What's
Dalvin at? What Dalvin get?
Dalvin right now. I didn't look at what he was. I know that he has more rushing yards than Henry right now at this in particular point in time.
But did he get a thou wow?
No, he didn't. Monday night. Nah, he could have, man. But there was a holding call that they called on the Bears. There was a holding call. It was a big run, so he could have went for 1,000 on Monday night.
That game was that Bears defense was not trying to have that. Like that front four, man. They were moving with that line. Wherever that line went, they were moving. They were covering all holes, man. Hey, it was a good game. Hey, that was a good game, man. It was low scoring.
I wish I could say the same about their O-line, man. Nick Foles, he went out. He got to get carted off. I wish I could say the same about their O-line, man. Prayers go out to that man, Nick Foles.
Well, that was fourth quarter, right?
Yeah, fourth quarter.
Late in the game, man. You know what I mean? Hey, bro. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, but shout out. Like I said, shout out to that man. Hopefully he gets well real soon. You know what I mean? We hope nothing but blessings, man. I don't wish no evil upon nobody. Let's go.
Right, man. And in the press conferences today, Mike Vrabel was asked about Isaiah Wilson, and he really didn't have an answer, like a clear-cut answer, but he was saying that there might be an opportunity that we see Isaiah Wilson in the near future. So he's still just trying to work his way in the process, and Dennis Kelly kind of just piggybacked on that in the press conference today too. So hopefully we maybe see him, and he can be an asset to the team, man, big time. He was one of our drafts, man. We got to make sure we utilize that man and not let him go to waste. So we'll see.
Well, you know about that, man. See, this is the thing, man. Sometimes, I feel like those little guys, like them later round draft picks, man, those guys really got a lot of talent, man. It's just hard. It's hard because you already got your system in place.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like when you come
he's made some knucklehead decisions, though, in the offseason. He made some knucklehead decisions.
But he didn't have all the attention on him. You know what I mean? So it wasn't that bad. So it's not like, okay, well, we're all looking for you. Like, nah, bro. Hey, bro, you're young. You're doing your thing. You playing the sport you love. We all make mistakes. Like I said, hey, man, we second chances, baby.
Absolutely, man. Talk about like 8 chances that Gostkowski's been given this year. Hey, man. Speaking of which, man, hey, we need to be on alert for Giorgio DeVecchio. He's our kicker on the practice squad, man.
Bring him up.
His nickname is Italian Ice, man.
Italian I like that.
His longest is 56 yards so far. It looks like he was a University of Cali guy. He bounced around the league, man. 49ers, Packers, Lions, Raiders, Falcons, Los Angeles Wildcats, and now the Titans, man. So we might see him.
Two-tone, listen, we don't need those 50-yarders. Listen, our problem is 40 to 49 yards.
Right.
That's where Gostkowski's problem is 40 to 49 yards, bro. He's good. 50
for sure.
50 and beyond, that leg is working, bro. But hey, we need to focus on these. So I don't know if we need 2 kickers. Bring my man's in 35 to 50.
Man. I don't think so.
You know what I mean? I don't know if we got the roster room for that. But listen, it's not about the 50+ yards because it's apparent. I mean, the stats say we got it. It's about those 40 to 49 yards. That's where the problem is, and that's where it's costing us points. Is once we get into that comfortable field goal range, that's where it's at. Hey, man, hey, maybe Gostkowski turns it around this week. Who knows, bro? Who knows, bro?
The whole entire team needs to turn the corner right now at this point, man. With the way that the AFC's bunched up with a bunch of 6-3 teams, we need to turn the corner this weekend in all phases.
And we still
that's defense, offense, special teams, and coaching. We have to turn the corner and establish our identity this weekend.
Can somebody explain it? Can somebody please explain to me how we still are in second place and we have a better division record and a better conference record? I mean, I know we talked about this earlier.
The tiebreaker, man, it's weird, bro. It doesn't make sense, bro. But
I'm like, bro, how are we still in second, bro? Like, come on. How are we in second? We should still be in first, bro. We got the better division record and we got the better conference record. Come on, bro. Come on.
We just got to go out there and really just make it happen, bro. Like, we really just got to, get our feet back from underneath us, man, and just make sure that we're focused and we're locked in and we're playing with that sense of urgency. Because right now, our urgency needs to be at a higher level, and that's from start to finish, man. So, yeah, man. So, let's talk about last year's game in the playoffs, though, man. Let's just talk about that because, hey, the feelings, man, like how high we were on emotion watching that game. You know what I mean? So let's talk about it, though. Let's talk about it for a little bit.
Let's talk about being an underdog in that game, huh?
Definitely, man. And talk about being an underdog. We're an underdog in this game as well.
Talk about being well. I mean, we saw what happened last week. I mean, the Ravens versus Patriots. I get it. The weather is a factor. I get it.
Man, it was a monsoon, man. It was crazy.
It's a factor. I get it. Don't get me wrong. But, getting it doesn't cut it. It's about going out there and being prepared for this, right? Because I'm pretty sure both teams were like, hey, this is the weather. This is what's going to happen. Hey, either you're going to perform or you're not going to perform. And that's when.
But if you're Greg Roman, though, an offensive coordinator for the Ravens, like, how do you plan for that? Like, how do you practice in a monsoon? You know what I mean? Like, how do you plan for that to happen? It kind of just is like with just the, Mother Nature and the elements, man. It's unpredictable.
It's football, man. We live for those games, though, right? Like, those games are like
That's
games
not football weather. That's not football weather, if you ask me.
Come on, man. Football weather is any weather. You got to fight.
I'd rather play in snow. I'd rather play in snow than that.
It was like snow, rain, hail, slush, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But
for sure.
But you got to have those games to make the season. Like, you can't just have every game can't be perfect. You know what I mean? You got to see the players who can extend themselves when the weather situations are really a factor in the game. For right? Sure. So when you're playing in the weather, that's when the real players are going to come out. The players are going to catch the ball in 90 degrees. The players are going to catch the ball in 30 degrees. Right. They're going to step up and play, bro. That's what makes them above the average player.
It's mental. It's all mental too. If you can drown that out and you can just, and just lock in on you being in the moment and playing at your full mental and physical capacity, yeah, man, by all means, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Just to talk about last year's game, we beat the Ravens 28-12 last year in the playoffs, man. And
yeah,
it wasn't the most prettiest game, you know what I mean? Considering the fact that Tannehill only threw for 88 yards, completed 7 of 14 passes.
Well, you got with Derrick Henry, he stepped in through one,
He stepped in and through one for sure, man. But
clack.
But this is a whole new year, man. So like we can't count on that. We have to have high performance, man, from all 11 guys on the field, on offense and defense, man. And I'm cool with Derrick Henry throwing a touchdown pass, man, but I want him to stay in his realm, you know what I mean, stay in his lane and do what he has to do. And he did that game. He scored he rushed for 195 yards. So not to take anything away from him, but we have to make sure Tannehill is upright. We got to make sure he's comfortable in the pocket and make sure that he's completing his passes. So that goes back to our receivers catching the balls.
Don't forget about that big stiff arm he had versus Earl Thomas. where
we can't forget about that. I was waiting to get on that, but go ahead, man. Talk about it.
He was like, "Where am I going?" Look, you're like, "Where am I going?" You tell me. Oh, yo, that's stiff arm, bro.
you tell me.
You tell me. You tell me. He told me, bro. Where am I going?
Oh man,
man,
sure.
that was one of Derrick Henry's monumental games. You know what I mean?
Big facts, man.
Where it was like, bro, like, yo, Derrick Henry, this, like, nobody wants to touch him, bro. I'm pretty sure the Chiefs saw that. And when
we rode his coattail, man. But we also had guys step up and make the big play, man. We had Khalif Raymond make a huge catch for a touchdown. Then we had John New. John New had a touchdown that game, man, and defensively we stepped up too. You still there, D Weez? You still there, brother? Let's give D Weez a moment to check back in. Probably having some internet issues, like always. Let's see. Looks like I got a couple of my players here. Thanks guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Doing well. Shout out to John Romero. Yes, sir. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing and just coming in and showing some love. Let's see if I need to get D Weez back in here in a second. We'll talk about it, though. But I'll still carry on, though. We had Jarrell Casey. Jarrell Casey had 2 sacks that game. Stepped up big for us. Unfortunately, he's no longer here with us. There he is. Let's see. Let me get him back in here. What happened, baby? What happened?
Hey, man, 2020, man, you never know what's going to happen, man. The computer.
Internet.
Internet, computer, you know what I mean? You had a quick reboot,
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. The show was not the same without you, even if it was for like a minute. I was just talking to myself. It was scary, bro. I'm glad you're back.
I had to go get pushed up to restart it,
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm back, baby. I'm back.
For sure. Right. And now that you're back, man, I just wanted to talk about, other guys stepping up and making big plays that we're going to need. You know what I mean? So Khalif Raymond had a huge catch last year, for 45 yards, touchdown. Nice, perfect bomb, beautiful ball from Tannehill. Jonnu Smith, stepped up big and scored for us. Our defense stepped up. Jarrell Casey had 2 sacks. Kamale Correa had 1 sack. Landry had 1. Logan Ryan, 9 tackles. 3 of those 4 guys I just named are no longer with us, man. So we got to step it up, man. This is a totally different defense. And so we got to recognize that and capitalize on every single opportunity, which I feel we will, man. I feel like even though, we have 3 losses, but I feel like our defense is only going to get better. I don't think it can get worse from here. So I think it's only going to get better. And we just got to be in the right positions. You know what I mean? We got to be within the defensive scheme in order to win this game, man. So what are your thoughts on last year's game, man? Let's relive that moment for a little bit.
Oh man, hey, honestly, the only thought that came to mind, man, was just being happy that the Titans in the beginning of the season, it didn't look too good, and then we ended in the AFC Championship, bro. Like, there's honestly no better feeling than to almost be there, right? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure we'll get to the Super Bowl, yeah, you get there, but to almost be there. It shows signs that we're doing something right.
Absolutely.
Right? Because
despite the 9-7 record, but just, despite being a wild card, you're right. Bro, absolutely.
None of that matters. Once you go, if you're in the playoffs, none of that matters. You can be 7-9, and if you're in the playoffs and you're winning, that's all what matters. Nothing else. Nothing before, bro. All what matters now is the future. You know what I mean?
Facts, bro.
You know what I mean? It's all about the future, bro. We don't care what the record was, bro. You know what I mean? Bro, we didn't even think about, when we played the Ravens, bro, that when we solidified that win and it was a big margin, we were the underdogs too.
Yeah.
Bro, what else could you, bro? So many players have benefited off of that.
Right. Man, and right now, like, just, talk about it again. We're a 6.5-point underdog to the Ravens this weekend, man, in week 11. So we got to approach the game with that same mentality. With that sense of urgency, we got to go out there. We have a point to prove. We got to play Tennessee Titan football, right?
So we got to play Titan football, and this is the main thing too. Listen, we got to make sure that we contain
Right.
That man, bro. That listen, we can play Titan football all day. There's only one thing that's going to stop us is that playmaker that they got playing quarterback, because that man is dangerous. Don't get me wrong. That dude is nice, right? But yo, if we can contain that man, then everything else will just fall in line.
Yeah,
At that
absolutely, man.
one thou wow.
No, for sure. No, for sure, man. He's definitely a beast, man. And what I love about Lamar Jackson is that he's trying to become that dual threat. You know what I mean? I worry about that man's sustainability in the league, man, because it doesn't seem that the Baltimore Ravens have the best intentions for him, if I'm just being honest. Like, I feel like they're just like, what can you do for us right now? They're not looking towards the future, man. But let's we'll dive into that. But let's go ahead and just dive into this week's game and just kind of break down. We'll start with the Baltimore Ravens and their defense, my man. Are you cool with that?
Let's do it, brother.
Yeah, man. Let's dive into it, man. That's the task at hand. So let's focus here and let's talk about it. Hey, so this defense, man, I believe they're ranked number 8 overall in the NFL right now. 25 sacks right now with 4 interceptions, man. So they have an active defense, but dude, and it looks like we might get lucky and not have Calais Campbell play against us this weekend. He's out. He's on the injured reserve list right now. Looks like Williams is out too with an ankle injury. He probably won't play, so that takes a little pressure off of our O-line.
A little pressure.
But it's the next man up situation there too. So this is the NFL, so they might bring in some dogs. You know what I mean? So
hey, man, next man up, man. Just how we play, they play, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it looks like I said, man, when we played them, man, that was our biggest. That was our biggest competition at that point, right? Like the Titans haven't, when we played Lamar Jackson in the playoffs, like now it was like, okay, this is real. Like it's either win or go home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying, bro. For us to step up like that, and for us to come back with a bang the next year, bro. We're 6-3, bro. Like, can we just get praised to being 6-3?
I am by no means content with that, but I'm proud of my guys, and I know we're better than that. But we're gonna build, bro. And that's like I said, we can't get any worse. We can't fall any further.
I'm not settling. Don't listen. Don't think I'm settling. Don't think that I'm like,
all right.
I'm content. I'm just saying you got to give praise where praise is due, bro. And that's
absolutely
to them boys, bro. Like, bro, we came off last year as a top contending team. We came back the next year, like, hey, we're still that top contending team. We got the top rusher. You know what I mean? I know everything else hasn't been in line, but bro, we are still looking good.
For sure.
Looking good, my man. Looking
absolutely.
good.
I mean, absolutely. But to prepare for this, Don Martindale defense that they got over there, that's huge for us not to have Campbell there. He's got 4 sacks on the year. You got Ward with 1 sack. I mean, you're getting 5 sacks from your defensive line. That's good. That's good numbers, right? That's great numbers.
Well, if you're 6'7", 330 pounds, I mean, you better be sacking.
But nothing's given, man. So like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing's given. So they got to work for that. These guys are nice, man. And then you got Ngakoue. He hasn't really played much. He's not really.
They're nice, but bro, Calais Campbell, proven Hall of Famer.
Yeah, yep. He's the reason why Saxonville got its nickname. He's one of the reasons why. Absolutely,
bro.
But they're getting tackles though, man. Like they're getting tackles though. Their defensive line is getting tackles, man. So you got, let's see here. You got Wolf with 25 tackles, Calais with 24. You got Williams with 20. So I mean, like I said, 2 of those guys that I named might not be playing this weekend, but still, like we can't prepare for these guys not to be out there, and then all of a sudden we're taking them lightly. So it's just something to pay attention to. Their D line's nice, their D line's solid, and talk about their linebackers though, man. They got young, active dudes, great energy out there. They're the ones that are really killing it in the sack game for that defense. You know what I'm saying? They got Jalen Ferguson with 2. They got Bowser, Matthew Judon with 3, McPhee with 2, Patrick Queen. Got him with 2, man. They're balling out, man. So luckily our O-line is, sustaining and keeping Tannehill upright. He's only been sacked 12 years. I mean, it's not 12 years, 12 times this year so far, which is not the best, but you know he's taking some good shots. But for the most part, they're doing their job. So you know that's an active linebacker core. So we got to make sure we're blocking these guys and make sure. Remember we were talking earlier about the spies and the robbers. Yeah. We got to watch out. We got to watch out for those guys because they play that game very well. They're blitzing. You know, they're dropping back in coverage. You know, they're spying. So we got to make sure we're aware of that offensively.
Hey man, listen, it's not playa, it's playa, papi.
It's playa.
It's playa. You know what I mean? Hey, it's all one thing, man. You know, we're gonna come together, man. We're gonna chill on that beach. We chilling. Like I said, man, we ain't gonna let them in that ocean. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We ain't about to let them more in that ocean, man. We got to keep them on shore. Let's go, bro. We good.
Right.
Let's go. But you know what I mean? Hey, man, like I said, man, shout out to that boy, man. Dude is nice, man. Hey, he's the playmaker, bro. The Ravens know what they doing. You know what I mean?
Right, but we're gonna get to that, man. We're gonna get to him, man. Let's wrap up with this defense real quick because that's something that you know if we don't execute,
who got the most tackles? Who got the most tackles? You figure it out?
Jayon.
No, man, Malcolm Butler got the most tackles right now.
No, my man, I'm telling you, bro. I don't know what your source is, but you might just.
What's your source?
Jayon Brown's got 73 tackles. Malcolm Butler's got 59 with 2 interceptions. Jayon Brown's our leading tackler.
Okay, are you saying
if anybody's listening right now, please chime in.
Okay,
in the chat.
I'm talking about solo tackles. I'm not talking about assist and solo.
I'm just talking about in general, bro. I'm just talking about in general. Overall tackles, total tackles.
No, I'm talking. I see now. That's where we're coming to a disagreement because I'm talking about solo tackles.
Right.
You're talking about total tackles. I'm saying Malcolm Butler got the most solo tackles on the. Now, when I say tackle, I'm not including a gang tackle or double.
But let's talk about that once we get to our defense, though. You know what I mean? How we're going to compare it. I just want to have the listeners make sure that we're watching film and we're paying attention to what we're up against, man. What kind of schemes, what kind of players are really excelling in that defense, man. That Don Martindale defense. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I hear you. Let's talk about it, though. Let's finish up, man. Let's talk about these corners, man. Marcus Peters, he's leading their team with 3 interceptions right now and 32 tackles, total tackles.
Yeah.
So what do you got to say about Marcus Peters, man? Did you see him go down? I thought he went down. I thought he went down with an injury against the Patriots the other night.
It looks like when certain players go to like certain teams, like you could tell like they're hungry for that next step, right? Like I mean, it's apparent that he didn't believe in the Rams, right? Like he didn't believe that the Rams were going to take him to that next level, right? Mm-hmm. So he was like, "Nah, get me out of here." And you know what I mean? He's like, "Give me to a contender." So it's like with certain players, you can tell like they're hungry. You know what I mean? Marcus Peters, hey, dude is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Dude is nice.
They got another active cornerback. They got Marlon Humphrey. He's got their other interception right now in 45 total tackles, man. So they got some sound guys in the cornerback position, man. And in their safety game, those guys might blitz. You know what I mean? They might get some sacks. Like
bring it.
Their safety
bring all of it.
The safety personnel's got 4 sacks total.
We're too.
Chuck Clark's got 1.5. Deshaun Elliott's got 2.5.
Listen, we're too fast 1-on-1. For if they want to bring that, bro, if they bring the blitz, bro, we're too fast 1-on-1.
You think do you think Tannehill can get the ball out fast enough?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
All you gotta do is, just chuck it, bro. We're too fast 1-on-1. I don't think that. I don't think they want to do that.
We do need to take shots with Khalif. Absolutely. So hey, since we're finished up with Baltimore defense, let's get into our offense real quick.
Okay.
Get into it. So we already talked about that. Tannehill's got to have a bigger performance than he did last year in the playoffs. So with that being said, we got to make sure that running game is established to open up that passing game and make sure he has enough time, to get that ball out. And I agree with you. We got to take those shots, man. We got to take those shots and take those risks. We got Khalif Raymond. You said speedster, and has been known to catch, the deep ball and to do something of it. So, utilization of him, continue to use, AJ Brown, especially on those slants. You know what I'm saying? And he'll redeem himself for those drops that he had. He'll redeem himself. I have full faith in AJ Brown, man. So with that being said, let's talk about Derrick Henry in our running back personnel. You said we might see Senard Rice Perry this weekend. You think we might see him?
Well, he's the fourth running back, yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's right now he'd be the fourth, and he catches the ball well out of the backfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but Darrington Evans does the same thing. He catches the ball well at the backfield. So, I mean, I feel like all of our guys that we have, Deontay Foreman, Jeremy McNichols, and then Derrick Henry, like we need to open up the screen game with all these guys. I think they're all capable of doing it.
I mean, what Derrick Henry got? What, like 6 catches on the year, right?
Something like that.
Something like that. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we
definitely got to be run heavy and use all backs.
No. He got 11. Hey, he got 11. He got 11 catches on there. He got 11 catches
for sure. We got to use all the backs, man. But I think, I love the fact that we're being strategic with having the pitch count Derrick Henry. But I think this is the game where you run the man 30 times, unless this man has broken for huge yardage. You know what I mean? Then it's time to all right, Derek, you 8. Let's and we're the passing game's working right now because you open up the passing game because of the stellar run. Then start to use the other guys, to catch the ball at the backfield and start passing and just start Swiss cheese in their defense.
Swiss cheese.
Hey man, what's great about this defense is I know they're ranked highly. They're top 10 defense in the NFL, but they give up. I mean, they were only giving up 109 yards a game right now that they're giving up rushing. But just watching film, man, they're not very good in between the tackles, and once the guys at the edges, they're not very good out there. So I'm kind of baffled by that number. But I truly think we can eat, man, and Derek can get it, break for 1,000 and have that energy moving into the rest of the season.
He's averaging what, 102, 105 a game? Let's go.
So yeah, man, run heavy, definitely, and also too, I like the fact that Arthur Smith's being creative with the snap count, those hard counts. You continue to use that because these guys are out there headhunting. They send blitzes, so get these guys in penalty trouble, man. Make them jump off sides, man. All that stuff. Continue with the hard count.
Hey, set.
Right. Run El Tractocito, man. El Tractocito, deuce, man. Let's go, Derek.
Run that playa. Don't run that player. Run that playa. Let's go.
I think he's gonna have a big game, bro. Like I think he could go for 200 plus. No cap. I think he can go for 200 plus this game.
Henry.
I do, man. I think he's gonna have some big runs up the gut. Definitely some nice runs off on the edges, man. I think he's gonna be able to do it north and south and east and west, baby. I think he's gonna have a big game.
I will say this: if the Titans beat the Ravens, right? Well, when they beat the Ravens, the Ravens are not going to be looked at as top contenders.
It's going to be hard for them to be looked at like that, But hey, we can't forget the capabilities of Lamar Jackson, which we'll get into soon. We can't forget the capabilities of him, man. So even though they are short-staffed, they can get it done. You know what I mean? But we'll get into it, bro. We'll get into it. AJ Brown, expect him to have a big game. Jonnu Smith has some big catches. We probably see Cam Batson. He'll probably play a little bit of receiver for us. Corey Davis, depending on his situation right now, with the grieving process and that whole ordeal with the family, we may or may not see him this weekend. Who knows? So at that point, like I said, he has a pass in my book for the rest of the year, if you ask me. I love my brothers dearly. You know what I mean? My big brother, love him dearly, bro. So if anything were ever to God forbid happen, I don't know where I'd be emotionally, man. So whatever he's going through, just we just gotta be patient and take your time, right? Like you said earlier, even with Adam Humphrey. So
yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, like we said, man. Hey, it's all good, bro. We definitely always need you, but Take your time, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, take your time, bro. No rush, bro.
Right.
We got number love for you. 5 heartbeats. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
Hey,
know what I'm
yo,
saying?
Duck, man. You know
Dog,
what I'm saying? Choir
dog.
boy.
I'll forbid you to go on that tour.
He said you ain't gonna be because I ain't.
Okay.
Hey, for those of you, Five Heartbeats fans, man, but you'll get that reference.
That ain't got no money.
Hey, man. Hey, let's talk about Tannehill though, man. He just broke for 2,000. 20 touchdowns, 3 interceptions,
A
only
little
missed sack 12 times.
2,000 wow.
He's completing a little under 65% of his passes, man. Which could be
Hey,
better. Which could be better, absolutely, considering the drops and the missed opportunities. I love Tannehill, man. I love him, dude. I love Tannehill a lot. I can say that.
Well, what we can say for sure is that he progressed from the week before when they played the Bengals
Mm-hmm.
to when they played the Colts. He progressed, right?
Right.
So I mean, hey, that is all progression, man. You know what I mean? Hey, bro,
Right.
you gotta take your time, and you gotta cover those mistakes up and keep going, bro. Now we all know Tannehill is not going to go out there and throw 400 yards, right?
He could. I'm not saying he's not capable of doing it,
but he's a game planner. He's a game planner, and he already knows what's going on, right? Like the prep, everything. They're like, yo, Tannehill, bro, this is what we need you to do. If you do this and everything else lines up, it's a victory.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's, hey, man, shout out to Tannehill, man. Hey, humble guy. He takes control when he needs to take control. But hey, the dude is a game planner, bro. You could tell he watches film.
He's a general. He's a smart guy, man. I think he's a very intelligent cat too.
He's a chief, man. He's a chief, man. He's like, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna, if it's not necessary, we're not gonna take that risk. That's how I feel how Tannehill has became in the system. You know what I mean? Dude is a general. He's a chief, and he knows how to win games. Point blank. I mean, and we've seen that, like whether it's through running the ball or through throwing the ball. Because like I said, we're capable of doing both. So, hey, man, shout out to that boy, man. Hey, keep doing your thing, Tannehill. Hey, just keep progressing. It's not about, what we could have done. It's about, filling everything in when it's time.
Mm-hmm. Facts, bro. Yep. Well, hey, as long as these guys are on the same page, communication's there. We're playing with a sense of urgency on offense. And Tannehill's being that captain, man. We'll definitely come through victorious in this game, dude. So, let's quick pivot real quick, man. I have faith in our offense. They're ranked number 11 overall in the NFL offensively. So we dropped a little bit, but we're still capable of putting up numbers. We're still capable of that. So don't sleep on the Tennessee Titans, folks. Do not sleep on us. So let's talk about our defense real quick, man. We got some new guys out there. Still trying to figure out what's going on with Adoree. Breon Borders has had some success. Let's talk about Borders for a little bit, man. Let's talk about him. He's played dang near every snap in the last 2 games. And he's given up a couple of passes, but he's active in the tackle game. So do you think moving forward we're still going to be able to utilize him in that role? D Weez, you still there? All right, we lost D Weez for a second. We'll give him a second to get back in. We'll dive in and just get right back in to Breon Borders, folks. Sorry about the technical difficulties this evening. But I do appreciate you for tuning in. When you get a chance, make sure you share, like, and subscribe to videos. We are dedicated Tennessee Titans fans and part of the Titan Nation. We want to grow this fan base to the next level, take it to the next level. Been a Titans fan for 20 plus years. Had ups and downs emotionally, but I love my guys, man, and I bleed two-tone blue. So thank you again for tuning into the Two Tone Show. I'm going to bring D Weez back in. Give me 1 second here. You there, brother?
Yeah, man, I'm here, man. Yo, man,
It's all good. I'm glad you're back, bro. I'm glad you're back. But I was talking about Breon Borders. Did you hear me talking about Breon Borders before we got cut off?
I didn't, but go ahead, keep going.
Oh, I was just talking about Breon Borders. Do you think we're gonna continue to utilize him down the line, down the stretch, as long as he can produce?
I mean, it's going to depend on who we're bringing. It depends on who's producing, right? I feel like at this point, Vrabel's like next man up. Like I don't care if you're producing or not. Like he's like, yo, next man up, brother. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
hey, next man up. It's time. It's
Well,
time.
the thing I love about Vrabel, man, I know these Titans would run through a brick wall for Vrabel, man. He definitely has a locker room. So,
yeah, because
Breon Borders,
he'll knock one of them out. He's like, hey, who's up? Who wants it?
absolutely,
Who wants it?
absolutely.
Who
I
wants it?
agree. I agree.
I just bench pressed 245 22 times. What's up? What's up? You?
Oh, that's funny, Bill. That's funny. You think Malcolm, or you think not Malcolm Butler? Excuse me. You think Kevin Byard will get his first pick of the year against the Ravens?
Yes.
You do? Okay.
One on one.
I agree. I'm with that.
Either one on one or coming over the top. He's going to come over the top from that pressure and then just
right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Butler's gonna have his hands full. Border's gonna have his hands full. Vaccaro, very sound. I think Vaccaro's gonna end up getting a sack on Sunday. I think he's gonna get a sack.
Let's go, Vaccaro,
Byard's
man.
gonna get his first pick. I think Jayon Brown. I think Jayon Brown's gonna be all over the field, and still, continue to have success. He's got interception this year. A lot of pass deflections. He's one of our best cover guys. If you ask me, and that's comparing him on the linebacker level, cornerback and safety. I think he's one of our best cover guys. He gets a lot of pass deflections, man. He has a good knack for the football.
He's a player, not a player. You know what I mean?
Hey, did you see that? Did you see that they were talking about? They basically, I think it was just a diversion, just a scheme, but they told our defensive coordinators told the media that, hey, we're going to start using Rashaan Evans in the pass rush more, going after the quarterback. I think that was just a little diversion, for them to kind of look out for Rashaan Evans.
Is he hurt? Is he hurt? He's hurt this week, yeah?
No, I didn't name him on the list. No, as far as my knowledge goes, he's not hurt. Rashaan Evans is a young bull, man. So I said once that man gets tamed and gets comfortable and bring that same energy that him and Jayon Brown created last year together on the field, that chemistry is bar none. So I expect us to turn the corner in the linebacker core, definitely. Harold Landry, definitely an asset to the football team. He's leading our team in sacks, 2.5 sacks right now in the year. We only have 11 sacks this year, by the way.
Darrington Evans. I got the wrong Evans.
Yeah, Darrington Evans.
I got the wrong Evans.
Darrington Evans is hurt. Yep.
Might be.
Oh, good, brother. So, Harold Landry, who do you think's gonna come up big for our defense, man?
Landry, let's go, bro.
Landry for this weekend.
That's our token.
That is our token, man. Simmons is active. Huge piece to our defense. Clowney, as I said, he was out with that knee injury today. He didn't practice, so questionable meniscus issue. So just gonna keep our eyes peeled for that. Jack Crawford, another guy that he puts quarterbacks under duress. Like he gets stops in the run game, man. But I think he could be better. And then once Roberson actually gets in game shape, we're gonna start seeing big things from him.
All right.
That's just down the line. Maybe it might not be this weekend, but got big faith in dude. And I love Amani Hooker, man. I love the energy he plays with. I'm
telling you, man. Hey, them boys be wearing that Tennessee red, man. They got that Tennessee red on defense. I told you. I know you paying attention to it now. I know you paying attention to it. That Tennessee red on defense. Them boys. Hey, they got a little red shield on them. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, Desmond King gets a pick. He gets a pick this weekend.
Let's go. Let's get it to him then. Let's go.
Those are my thoughts, man. Daquan Jones, he had a sack the other night on Thursday on Phillip Rivers, man. So hopefully he can be active out there and cause his quarterbacks to be under duress, man. Lamar Jackson in particular this weekend. Hey,
that boy made me nervous. Hey, man, that boy Lamar be making me nervous, man. You know.
Hey, what if RG3 comes into plays?
Hey, RG3 comes into play. Let's go. Give me that Rodney Dangerfield. You know what I mean?
Right.
Give me that Dangerfield.
Right. Hey, they like to run their offense. They like to run a lot of read options. You know what I'm saying? They give you a lot of zone schemes and things like that. So defense just got to be prepared, man. And the other night too, Mark Ingram was in the Wildcat formation and he fumbled the ball, man. So we got some opportunities on defense, man. We definitely do. I was thinking earlier, are we a good matchup with the Ravens? I think this is a good matchup for us. I do. I think this is a good matchup. You got anything you want to talk about, man, as far as defensively goes for our Tennessee Titans, man? Anything you want to tell the fans here at the Two Tones up?
Man, like I said earlier, man, we need disguise that man to man, and let's get that spy. Give me a spy.
The spy to robbers, man. Dang, we're gonna miss Correa, man. Correa out there, dude. We're gonna miss him.
I told you that. You never
Logan Ryan.
You never want to listen to me.
Well, if that
never want to hear me about Correa. That was my boy, man. That was my boy.
If that trade for one of our draft picks, man, if that trade comes out in our favor, then we could talk about that later. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, from year to year, things change, man. This is the NFL, dude. It's a business. So it was a business decision. Was it the best? Who knows? We didn't have success on Beasley. And look at Casey right now. Casey's hurt. So if we would have kept Casey, we might have been screwed right now. You know what I'm saying? So
you don't know that he's in the Mile High out here with us. You know what I mean? So you never know, man. You never know. You never know.
You. I dig it, man.
But what I really want to know is if you're ready for that two-tone quiz.
Two-tone quiz. I'm ready for it, bro. I'm ready for it. But real quick.
No. Hold on. Are you ready?
I won't run from it. Let's go. I'm with it. But we do got to get back. We do got to get back to the Baltimore Ravens offense, man. So
no. I want you let's finish the offense, and I'm gonna get that. Cause I got a real good quiz tonight. So,
okay.
So I'm
excited for it.
I want to end it with the quiz. I don't want to go back. I'm gonna end it and bada bing, bada boom.
I wasn't in it by any means. I wasn't running from it. I'm definitely waiting for the quiz, man. But I just want to make sure that we break down both sides of the ball for both teams. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure, bro, for sure.
All right, so let's talk about, man, the dual threat and Lamar Jackson, dude. Their leading rusher.
Right you mean the playmaker?
The playmaker.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's all I gotta say. I mean, I know that dude. Hey, like we said, dude is nice.
Yeah, dude's right? Cold-blooded,
bro. He's a playmaker, bro. You can't. Hey, you honestly, you can't stop him. Like, I mean, you can.
We can stop him.
You can only contain him. That's what I'm saying. Like, honest. Hey, dude is nice, bro. Bro, we haven't seen something like Lamar Jackson since Vic, right?
Yeah.
And he's not hurt. Shout out to that boy RG3. He almost had his year when he took to the football team to the playoffs. Running, but then when he got hurt, it was over. The only time we hear from RG3 now is he's playing the backup role to Jackson. But what I'm saying is that at the end of the day,
he's got one pick too. He came in the game. He's got 9 yards and one pick.
Yeah, so bro.
When he came to the game and threw a pick right out the gate, that's crazy.
You can't just. It's like you going into a game and shooting a three. Like, bro, warm up. You got to warm up. You know what I mean? Hey, bro. Hey, it's not his fault. But you playing against grown men. You playing against professionals. They out here. They got to make their bread, right?
Hey, my bad. But I was just looking at the numbers real quick. So he's been sacked 23 times this year. So are those 524 rushing yards? Are those by design, or that's because he's running for his life?
Those are playmaker yards.
I know, but is he running for his life though? Because he's been sacked 23 times.
You saw how he beat the Colts, and he wasn't running for his life.
That defense beat the Colts 24-10. They held the Colts to 10 points.
I'm telling you, when Lamar Jackson a couple 3rd and 4s, 3rd and 5s, 3rd and 6s, he made that happen himself. It wasn't the defense that was making, because if the offense wasn't moving, the defense wouldn't have been moving. You know what I mean? You see what
I
I'm
got
saying?
you.
See what I'm saying?
There's definitely opportunities for him to fumble the football. He's got 3 fumbles this year, 5 interceptions, which is pretty impressive after being sacked 23 times and being under duress and pressure. That's pretty impressive to only have 5 picks.
Pressure.
That pressure, bro. I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
But 3 fumbles, man. We got some opportunities to eat, man. Especially, we're definitely swiping at the ball. We're getting tips. You know what I'm saying? So we're definitely active, man. We're definitely active out there. So definitely got to contain that fast, shifty, elusive athlete over in Baltimore, man. So got to take care of the man. Heisman Trophy winner. Last year, he led the league in touchdown passes with 36. Is that unbelievable or what? So we can't count him out in the passing game. We can't count him out.
Yeah.
Even he's below average right now as far as, if you want to rate him on a scale of who's really balling out in the quarterback position, over 2,000 yards. He's got 1,762. So he's not thriving in that category right now, but I do see him trying to stay in the pocket a lot more. A lot of those runs are designed, but like I said, a lot of them is because he needs to get out of there if he, make some business decisions, because he's running for his life, man. So let's talk about the running back core. Mark Ingram is back. You got J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. All those guys can get active, man. Mark Ingram, we all know what he's capable of doing. Gus Edwards, he's their main guy, main running back right now, rushing 370 yards, 3 touchdowns. He makes it happen. And then J.K. Dobbins is also getting active too. He's got 310 rushing yards. So they're sharing the ball down there, but what I'm saying, it looks like Mark Ingram's back. So that's another problem for our defense. So we got to be sound.
We got to be sound, and you know what? And you know what I'm really offended by, and I really hope that our boys tighten up and come out here and prove a point, is because the Ravens are still favored 3rd to win the AFC championship.
Well, right? I mean, we can't let that outside noise get to us, though, man. Like,
no.
Always
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about analytics. So they're behind the Chiefs and the Steelers. Who they predict could win the AFC is the Ravens. You see what I'm saying? That's that's just what I'm still a little upset about. I'm like, bro, you cannot discount the Titans, bro. Like, we know this, and that's what I'm a.
But that's the Titans fan. That's the Titans fan. We should always just accept that. Like, we're always going to be counted out. So let's just ball out. You know what I mean?
Not if we got the same record. Right. We got a stronger run game. We got a strong quarterback. We got a strong defense.
Now, we got to establish our identity right now on Sunday.
Let's clean up the special teams and let's go.
Right. Facts, man. Facts.
Let's go.
Hey, you know who's big as heck, man? They got Patrick Ricard, man. They're fullback. This dude is 6'3", 303 pounds. You know what I mean? And they like to use him a lot. He's got 1 receiving touchdown this year. Like, he's not really rushing for a bunch of yards, and he fumbled too earlier in the year too. But what I'm saying is, that's a big dude. He's 6'3", 303 pounds at your fullback. He's huge.
Yeah.
So we got to account for that, man, at the fullback role, because they run a lot of different sets. You know what I'm saying? I-formations and things of that nature, man. So be wary of that. Titan Anderson, man, he's been harping on it the most lately, and I agree with him 100%. He was talking about how our cornerbacks need to, need to do press coverage up against these receivers, man. So just diving right into that, pressing, Hollywood Brown. You know what I'm saying? Mark Andrews, Willie Snead. You got Devin Duvernay. Boyle's out with a knee injury for the rest of the season. And you got Boykin.
You got to emphasize that coverage on Andrews.
On Andrews, that's their guy. That's their big play guy. He's got 5 touchdowns this year. 6'5" cat out of Oklahoma.
Yeah, he could have had 6. He dropped 1 versus the Chiefs. If you don't remember, I mean, low-key back in he could have 6. But hey,
that's a big receiver. That's a tight end playing receiver.
Make sure He's like a, hey, he's like a kid, he's like a cat, he's like a kiddo,
Kelsey,
like a Kelsey. Yeah. So hey, make sure that's what I'm saying, bro. Let's lock in and tune in. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Facts. Absolutely. Hollywood Brown, he has potential to go to, get some big plays on. It's his longest play of the year, 47 yards. You know what I mean? 32 catches, 431 yards. He could be a problem for us. Willie Snead, you know what I'm saying? 25 receptions, 356 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns. He's a big play. He's a big play kind of guy. And I always thought he played bigger for his size, being at 5'11". You see what I'm kind of talking about? He plays kind of big, dude.
He makes big catches for sure.
But he plays big though. He takes hits too. You know what I'm saying? He plays bigger than what his size says at 5'11". You know what I mean? And then Duvernay. Duvernay's not really killing it in the, he's got 14 receptions for 174 yards, but that's their return guy. He's got one on the year. He's got one return on the year for 1 touchdown, 93 yards. So special teams, just to pivot on that, our special teams has got to be sound because we've been kind of suspect in that lately in all regards. So
we got a new game plan. Hey, we got a new punter. We're good. Let's go. Let's get it going. You know what I mean?
I'm excited for another chance for our defensive linemen to eat, though, and our linebackers. I'm excited for them to eat, though, because let's get back to the point that Lamar Jackson has been sacked 23 times this year. And, the Baltimore Ravens offensive line, man, they only got one true tackle in Orlando Brown. Big dude, 6'8", offensive tackle. Everybody else is a guard. They have one true tackle. So that their offensive line is honestly, it's open season for our guys, man, on the defensive end. So if we can capitalize on those opportunities and make sure that we are sound with Lamar Jackson, we're able to contain him and make sure he's on his back, bro, we'll have success. Big facts, man. So I'm excited about it, man. And let's keep Justin Tucker off the field. Let's keep him off the field, And if we do got to give up any points, let it be from Tucker. He's 16 to 17 on the year, 94%. I think he's gonna be a Hall of Fame guy. He's got a good little resume behind him. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, their line's hurt anyways. They got Stanley that's hurt. They also got, I think, Phillips that is hurt. So it's like their line is not the same line they had.
Right. They got some key injuries, man.
Those starters are hurt, bro.
They got Jimmy Smith questionable, LJ Ford at linebacker, Calais Campbell, and then Brandon Williams at tackle. So I mean, we'll keep an eye out for the injury report, and then once we do our predictions for Week 11 on Friday, we'll give a Titans update as well as far as injury updates and things of that nature, folks. So look out for that. And I mean, if you want to go ahead and start that trivia, my man, I'm ready.
I'm gonna start trivia I'm gonna start it when I want to start it. I'm not gonna let you.
Well, let me take a sip of coffee then. You know what I
mean? Go ahead, wake it up, because it's time, baby. That two-tone quiz, man. Every pregame, postgame, man. We got that quiz going, man. Let me see what you're working with, G. What you working with, G? Now, this week, I'm going to mix it up. I'll be giving you the options. This week, I'm going to ask you 2 questions, no options.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start off with those, and I'm going to give you the other 2 no options, okay? All right? So, referencing back to playing the Ravens, all right? Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Who scored the first touchdown versus the Ravens in the playoffs last
year? Khalif Raymond.
Is that your final answer?
No. I'm not. I'm gonna say AJ Brown. That's my final answer.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Positive?
Yeah.
You said AJ?
Yeah.
It's another Brown, not AJ.
Oh, was it Jayon?
Come on now.
Oh yeah, it was the interception. I remember. No, it was a fumble. It was a fumble.
No, he caught it in the back of the end zone. Remember they had to look over him and he fell down the back. Remember?
You mean Jonnu Smith?
Yeah, Jonnu Smith, bro. Come on.
Oh, okay. You said Brown. You meant okay, Jonnu Smith.
Yeah.
Jonnu Smith was my first. That was my first guess, bro. But I slipped up on that. My bad. But you're right. Okay. Dang it. I knew the answer. I should trust my gut.
All right. What is Derrick Henry's longest run of the year so far?
92 yards.
Final answer?
Yeah.
94 yards.
Oh,
that was good. That was good. You was in the 90s. You already knew it was a 90.
Yeah, I already knew it was a 90, man, but I was just kind of just thinking back to the Jacksonville run. Yeah, okay. For sure.
All right. I ain't get no respect around here, huh? All right. How many times were the Tennessee Titans sacked in 2005? 41, 31, 21, or 51 times?
21.
Final answer.
Yeah.
2005.
Okay, so all right. Read them off again.
41, 31, 21, or 51?
31. I'm gonna go with 31.
Final answer.
Yeah.
You're right, my friend. It is 31 times in 2005. Right. Tennessee Titans were sacked 31 times, sir.
Cool.
Yes, sir. Now, you want a hard one or you want an easy one?
Well, we're 3 questions now. I'm one of 3. I mean, just keep it, keep it fair. Keep it.
Okay, I'll give you a simpler. Okay, we'll stay in 2005 realm. All right.
Okay. All right.
How many touchdowns did the Tennessee Titans defense score in 2005? Was it 0? Was it 1, 2, or 3?
2.
That's how the Germans do 3 right there.
Neighborhood. Nip hustle.
All right, how many did you say?
I'm gonna say 2.
Final answer.
Yep.
You are correct, my guy.
Cool,
Mr.
cool.
2 or 4 right now.
Right. Cool.
Now, you want to stay in 2005?
Let's switch it up a little bit. Switch it up.
What do you want to go to? I got all kind of ones here.
You take it. You're driving, man. You take it to where you want to go.
You know what? Because you know what I mean. You Mr. Two-Tone himself, man. I'm gonna end on this question just for everybody to know because I think you know this one, and you know what? This week, let's get it. All right.
Okay. All right.
What Tennessee Titan player was named to the defensive rookie of the was named NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year in 1999?
Oh, Javon Curse.
Say less, fam. Say less.
Go. 3 out of 5.
Say
3
less.
out of 5. Not bad. Not bad. Hey,
say less. Say less. Let's go. You already know. That's why I said I didn't have to read the options. Like, yo, say less. I
appreciate that.
We're gonna do it for for the thou wow. You know what I mean?
You let me redeem myself, man. I appreciate that. 3 out of 5 ain't. Hey, 3 out of 5 ain't bad.
Let's get it, bro. Let's get it.
Right. All right, man. So let's get ready to wrap up the show, man. Let's give the folks here our predictions for Sunday's game against the Ravens, man. Little score prediction. So I predict that we win the football game, and I predict that we win it 31-23, Tennessee.
I'm gonna go 25-21 Titans. It's gonna be close, but it's gonna be Gostkowski's gonna have to hit like 2-3 field goals this game for us.
Right. Hey, I hope folks too. I hope you have your cheese heads and your Green Bay Packers gear in your closet because we need the Packers to beat the Colts this weekend. So
well, let's get back to that number 1 spot.
Keep your eyes on that game.
Let's get that number 1 spot back, baby. Let's go.
Keep your eyes on that game, man. And once again, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to the Two-Tone Zone.
Hey, can I give one shout out real quick?
Yeah, absolutely, my brother. Take your time, bro. Absolutely.
This has nothing to do with the Titans right now, man. Shout out to that boy Anthony Edwards. Went number 1 overall in the draft tonight, man. Hey, dude is nice. You know what I mean?
Don't be a bust, player. Don't be a bust.
Hey, my man went to the Timberwolves. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, shine, number 1 draft pick. You know what I mean? Dude's had a lot of hardships in his life. Went to Georgia, did his thing. Not overly crazy about Georgia and all them. But hey, bro, Shout out to that boy Anthony Edwards, man. #1 draft pick, well deserved, well humble cat, man. You know, I just want to give a shout out to him, man. You know, hey, respect is due when respect is due, man. I give respect to that man Edwards, man. Shout out to all them other dudes tonight getting drafted. But hey, Anthony Edwards, you went #1, bro. Congratulations. Shout out to you, bro. You did your thing. You worked hard, and you had a lot of hardships in your life, man. We not discounting that, but hey,
D
man.
Weez, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Do your thing, man. Shout out to that boy.
Folks, sorry again for the technical difficulties, but thank you so much for tuning into the Two Tone Zone, folks.
Hey,
we really appreciate it,
man. Hey, we
please
appreciate
share,
y'all,
like, and
man.
subscribe when you get the opportunity to, if you like the show. Once again, just doing this for Titan Nation. You still there?
Hey, I'm still here, man. Shout out Titan Nation, baby.
His deuces. You still there, bro?
I'm still here, bro. Titan Nation, baby, all the way.
Okay, my bad. Titan Nation, Two Tone Zone, folks. Share, like, and subscribe. We'll see you on Friday.
We'll see you on Friday. Let's go.
Hey, tell them boys to tighten up. Let's go.
Hold on, tighten up.
Two Tone Zone.
Hey, we in here, man.